Okay, I want to show you the unboxing of this. So basically what you're going to get in this. Okay, so here's the remote. Basically what it looks like, mini educator. Here's the collar, right there. You're going to get some instruction manuals. It also talks about like a warranty as well. In there, there's a pricing sheet. So if there's some more stuff that you want to order, that will be included in that. Pick this up. Chargers in here, as well as like a lanyard right there. And then there's some tools. I'll show you that in a minute. Some tools to kind of change out some contact points. So basically, to turn this on and off, the remote, there's a button on the back right here. So this is an on and off / light button, and I'll show you what the light is. But to turn this on, you have to hold this down for a couple seconds, and then it should be on. So that's what it is. It's on, it's charged, it's blinking green. To turn the collar on and off, there's a magnet here and there's a magnet there. So I'm going to line those up, those two magnets together. Let's see if I can do this in the camera here. Magnet, and then the collar is now on. So going back to this button on the back of the remote, if I just tap this and not hold it down, it will send a flashing light onto the collar. If I tap it again, it'll send a solid light. So, and then tap it again, it'll turn it off. So it serves, this button serves as two purposes. So this strap is not fit, or it's not cut right now, so it comes on pretty long, and then I like to cut it to fit the dog's neck, so I don't have like this extra strap, because it is pretty long when you unroll that. I'm going to go ahead and show you how the settings work on here. So if you look right here, it's blinking. Let me kind of get it to light up again here. So it's blinking 1D. That's a 1-dog unit. This can be programmed to a 2-dog unit, where this will be a 1-dog and this will be dog number 2. Right now it's just programmed on 1 dog. So right now the dial is set to 0. That is for the stimulation of the collar. That will be sent to these 2 contact points right here onto the dog's neck. This is a vibration, so you can also program it as a tone, where this will actually make a beeping noise. I'm not 100% sure how to do that. You have to look in the instruction manual to do that. So right now it's just set on a vibration function. So if I do that, it'll vibrate the whole collar. If I hold it down, so I'm holding it down, it'll just send like a pulse. It won't be a continuous vibration. So the M and the C, what M stands for is momentary, and what C stands for is continuous. So basically what that means is if I'm on a level 5 and I hold this button down, it's only sending, so you can see on the collar what it's sending. It's only sending a momentary. No matter how long I'm holding it down, it's only sending a momentary stim. And then C, if I hold this button down, the red button, it will send a continuous stim on the e-collar. So that's what those two mean, momentary and continuous. This button on the back, M and C, switch up the functions. So if I tap this, they're both on momentary. So meaning if I hold it down, it's only sending a tap. But now that it's only on momentary and not on continuous, if I go to this red button here, it will send a 5 boost. So it'll boost it to 10. But it still only sends a tap. It'll boost it to 10. And then on C, so if I hit it again, they're both on C. So whether I hold this button down or I tap it, it's only doing what my thumb is doing on the C. C for continuous. And then I have a boost function as well right there. So I prefer to have this on C because I can physically tap the button and it will send a tap, or I can hold it down and it will hold it down. I feel like I have a little bit more control. And I do have that boost function. This comes generically programmed on 5. You can program that higher or lower, the boost. So no matter what I have this on, so if let's say I have it on 16, it'll boost it to 21, no matter what level I have it on. And another cool thing is you can hold down this button here. So let's say I'm on a 3. I'm going to hold it down, and I can turn it up slowly, and it'll still be sending a continuous stim. And same goes for the boost function. So let's say I'm on 6, I boost at 11, and I can still slowly turn it up. Just kind of, whatever the dog needs, depending on what training technique you're using. So that is pretty much it. This is a charging port on the back. You can lock levels. So let's say I want to lock a dog on level 8. What I do is I go to, so this is the dial function. It has a red dash, which will tell you, so it's on 0, and then it'll slowly turn up, and it'll move, the red dash will move as my stimulation goes up. So let's say I want to lock a dog on a level. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hold down this top dial. So now it's locked on 19. No matter how much I turn it up or down, it's locked on 19, and I still have the boost function, even though it's locked on that level. So that is another function you can do as well. So vibration, stimulation, boost, pretty simple stuff, pretty easy to use. So these tools here, let me open these up so I can show you what they look like here. So first of all, this tool, this is a tester. It will actually test the stimulation. So I will put this on these points right here, and I'm going to hold this in place so you can kind of watch. Now I'm going to go to my ecollar, and I'm going to start on 4. So you can see, I'm going to kind of block that light out. It's a tester. Now if I go up the level on stim, it gets brighter. So because it's just an electronic current. So that's stim of 41. It gets really bright at that point, 50, versus a stim of level 4 is just a tiny little light, but it just is a little bit of a tester. So you could, like if you're having problems, like if the stimulation isn't working properly, you can test it right there, and it'll kind of show you what that looks like. Now this tool right here, it's basically works like a screwdriver type of a deal, where I can untwist these knobs right here. These these are called contact points. So right now this is a really short contact point, used for most dogs that have thicker coats like Huskies, German Shepherds, really thick coats like elk hounds or Akitas. They might require a little bit of a longer point. Now they gave you 2 different options within the box. So this one right here is a little bit longer. Let's see if I can show you. So this is the normal one it comes with. This is a little bit longer, and so you simply can just twist it in. Let's see, twist it in, and then I like to come back in with this tool and just tighten it. Just make sure it's nice and snug in there. So you can see the difference in length of the contact points. So it really just depends on the dog's coat. Even my Belgian Malinois requires something like this, and she doesn't have quite a thick a coat as a German Shepherd does, but she still needs a little bit of a longer contact point. So I'll just take this out and put that one back on. Good. Okay. So those are the 2 things. Now you can order, like, I can't remember what this is. I think this is a 3/4 inch contact point. You can order a 1 inch contact point that's really long. It just depends on the thickness of the coat. Some Huskies do well with this, but some Huskies have needed even longer than this length. So it just kind of depends on the density of the coat, really. I mean, it has a little bit to do with the length of the dog's coat, but how thick the coat is around the neck. will kind of dictate how, you know, if you feel like you can't get a consistent stimulation level, the dog feels it sometimes, but it's pretty inconsistent. It might be a contact point issue where we need to get a longer contact point in there so it's feeling it more consistently. That way you can stay in the lower levels. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions.